Hi there, Deirdre here from Starwise. Just popping in today to let you know from the 14th of July until the 28th of November, the planet Saturn is going to be in retrograde motion. So Saturn has only just moved out of Pisces and into Aries. So he's just at the very beginning of Aries energy. So once he goes retrograde, that means the planet starts moving backwards or appears to move backwards. And so that means that he will actually retrograde all the way back into Pisces for a while until he moves forward again in Pisces. And so it's not until actually February next year, 2026, when we actually have Saturn finally out of Pisces once and for all for the next 30 years. So we've got a little bit of toing and froing between now and then. So while he goes retrograde, first of all, the Aries part of the retrograde. So Saturn in Aries is all about creating structure, about, putting pressure or focus on encouraging us to be more responsible for ourselves, to stick up for ourselves, and to take leadership in what we want to do to move forward. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it's that very I am energy. So under the influence of Aries, we can be individuals, we can be leaders, we can direct things, and we can take charge. So, but while he's in retrograde, what he's asking you to do is to have a look, while he's in Aries in retrograde, is to have a look at whether you've got that structure right for what you want to move forward with. So while we had Saturn in Pisces for the last 3 years, he was really encouraging us to look at our dreams, our goals, and what we really want for ourselves for the future. And so now that he's moved into Aries, he's saying, okay, let's take all those dreams, those ideas, those goals that you have for your future, and we've got to put a plan there. We've got to make a program. We've got to have some structure there if they're actually going to happen and get off the ground. So while Saturn's in retrograde, he's asking you to reassess and reevaluate whether the plans that you're making and the things you want to get off the ground, whether you've got the right structure there, or have you created the right foundations for this to be successful moving forward. So when he retrogrades back into Pisces, it'll be about investigating those dreams and those goals again, and having a look at, again, are you aligned? Is what you're doing or what you're putting out or what you're working on, is it truly aligned with what you really want just for you? So, we're really moving out of this time of feeling like we always have to be pleasing people and always ticking the boxes that other people expect us to tick, and doing things the way other people want us to do them. We're really coming back into our own power, our own integrity, and our own sovereignty. So when Saturn retrogrades back into Pisces, it's just taking another look. Are you aligned? Is what you're trying to create really aligned with what you want? Or are you, sacrificing things, or not doing as much as you possibly could, or not being as aware of what else is needed here? So it's a good time to relook at things. And so after he gets to the 28th of November, the retrograde finishes, and he'll be moving direct in Pisces energy there. And then it's not until February that he moves back into Aries. So we'll have a bit more of that. We'll have the retrograde in Pisces, then we'll have a bit of that forward motion, that direct motion in Pisces as well. And so when we have that, which I'll come and talk to you about again closer to the time, but that will be, the opportunity to again align. Is what I want, what I really care about, am I able to put that into practice? And if not, what's missing? What do I need to still do, learn, buy, create, that's going to allow that alignment? So enjoy this retrograde and really use it to make sure that you're looking for what you want for your future, and making sure you're doing that due diligence basically in the background, so that everything on the inside is the same as what's going to come out on the outside, and that way, when the results you get and the goals that you achieve will be exactly what you wanted, not someone else's goals, or not a goal that you weren't actually going after in the first place. So it's all about alignment, and it's all about authenticity. So enjoy this retrograde, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.